Best rapper, basketball player. Second best rapper, basketball player ever. Dame Lillard.
Second? Yeah, I would say.
I would say second best MC that plays basketball ever.
He gets off.
Yeah, no,
I like Dame as a rapper.
Me too.
He gets off.
Yeah.
So then who's first?
Shaquille.
Adorable.
See, she trying to hate on Shaq.
He was so bad, y'all.
What are you talking
when he was,
about?
What was that Genie movie he did?
The movie was
You
bad,
talking about the movie?
But you had
Shaq
it
used
still
to
was a
be-
soundtrack. He was
Platinum.
out
Big
there
fella.
going.
Big fella. That's my guy. Big fella. Number one.
Let go. Hey, okay, I know I'm here to stay. Counting on my wins, so I can't play it safe. Players try to go against us, get you out the way. Go hard, it's the only way to play. Let me say, I'm a trendsetter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. Who can do it better? I'm a go-getter. I'm a trendsetter. Hey, look.
Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another episode of Sportsing. This is Erica, I'm Gloria, and you won't believe who we have on our next episode. Derryck, the Big Tank Thornton. Y'all make sure you guys tune in. It's about to be fire.
We want to formally welcome you onto Sportsing and say thank you for being here.
You're more than welcome. Thanks for having me.
The legendary, as you said, Big Tank is in the building.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? Not the little one.
Yeah,
Period.
exactly.
Point blank.
That's
no.
my boy Darrell. He's little tank. He's medium sized. He hates when I call him
Yeah,
little
it's like,
tank.
listen, don't play me
Right.
all the way,
So,
right?
you know,
I'm
I'm a
medium.
grown man.
But he sings his ass off. So
Oh,
that's,
really?
You Tank the singer?
Oh, yes, duh.
Were you thinking his son?
I did too.
I was
Oh
too.
no, that's Derryck.
Yeah,
That's Derryck. That's a whole
I
other
sure
guy.
was. I was like, okay, no, take it.
Oh, yeah, no, take
What?
his face
That's
off.
my
Are you kidding
boy.
me?
Yeah, that's my
like,
boy.
you better do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
He's the reason I changed my name.
Really?
Because I've been Tank my whole life.
Sure.
Okay.
You know what
How
I mean?
did
Yeah,
that
let's
start?
start. How did
All
it
right,
like-
so when I was born, I was right around 10 pounds.
Oh,
Okay.
my God. God bless
So
you,
my
mother.
mom,
Yeah.
Yes.
named me Tank.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've been
Like,
Tank
well,
since I was, like, my mother's never
Literally.
called me Derryck.
Really?
No, I've been Tank my whole entire life. My teachers in school called me
Yeah.
Tank. So,
That's probably when you knew you were in trouble if you got the real name, right?
Yeah,
When they
for
were
sure.
Like, Derryck, you're
Derryck
like, oh,
Andre
shit.
Thornton.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Derryck Andre Thornton. Damn it, I got caught. I knew what I did, but I got caught.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So,
right.
but nah, it was like I'm making beats and I'm known as Tank the producer, and then Tank the singer comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and I start going into meetings. That's when we used to take A&R meetings. Remember that, Rockwater? We would
was a
take
time.
like we'd go into buildings. And they would ask, so you Tank the singer or Tank the producer? And I was like, that's bull.
Right,
Right,
exactly. You're
exactly.
trying to play
So
me.
after like 3 or
Yeah.
4 times, I was like, I'm Big Tank. I met him. And I'm like, I'm looking at him like, what up, little fella?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
do
know
not
what I
play
mean?
Tank like that.
That's my boy. That is my guy. I
He
love
is
it.
so sweet.
And he's hilarious. So
He really
Let me
is.
start. I'm
Yeah.
actually going to be doing this podcast pretty soon.
Oh, with
Him and
Jay
Jay
Valentine.
Valentine.
Yeah,
yeah,
Both
yeah.
my boys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's a good podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
you
fun.
know, R&B money. Those guys. Shout out to those guys. So at that time, and we were both signed to Barry Hankerson at the time. So that was really a lot. So I just was like, I'm Big Tank.
Period.
And he said, I'm medium-sized Tank.
I'm medium
That's
sized.
cute.
Like, the next time I
love
see him,
that. What a good
because
sport.
he comes to, because Jay Valentine's son, we play against each
I
other,
just
right?
sent Jay Valentine's some drills.
Oh, okay.
There you
Oh,
go.
yes. Because
sent his son some
By
drills.
the way, they are. I always joke with Jay. I'm like, you literally had a duplicate of your son. They
Yeah, he
look
did.
the
Yeah, he
exact
did.
same. It's wild.
Jay might be a better shooter than his son. I don't,
Oh,
but
really?
Jay had a strap.
Oh, no
They had a
kidding.
strap.
I didn't know that.
We gotta bring 'em on.
I was gonna say, yeah. But Tank comes out all the, to the games and stuff to
Yeah.
support. Next time I see him, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, stop, little thing,"
Oh,
medium
oh,
Tank,
medium size, medium size.
Yeah.
So
He probably
I want
start
to
dying.
get into the basketball of it all for you. So
Yeah.
Okay.
when you were growing up and kind of your childhood going and beyond, like how did it start for you? What role did basketball play for you?
Man.
What's the thing?
Basketball changed my whole life, honestly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Taught me discipline,
Mhm.
taught me teamwork, got me out the hood, got me a scholarship. Even in high school, got me a scholarship. I went to Bel Air Prep
Nice.
from, the Pacoima area when we moved out here from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Coach saw me playing in the gym, offered me a scholarship. I said, go talk to my mama.
Right. Period.
And I had to put on a tie pretty much every day, or that kind of attire, and opened me up though, because I got to see the other side.
Yeah.
Got to see wealthy people for the first time every single day. And what I realized at that time, they're no different than me. They just have more opportunities. So if you can see it, you can be it. Remember that. If you see it, you can be it.
There you
Hello.
go. I love
So I saw it. And I knew at that time, I'm like, okay, I can get this shit. Like,
Yeah.
I can get this. Can I cuss?
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Have you met
we
me?
curse like sailors,
All right.
unfortunately.
That's
My mother
Have you
hates
met
it.
me?
Yeah. My very Christian mother hates it.
But I knew at that time I could get it. So I just started focusing from that point on. But it started from hoop.
Okay. Got it.
You know what I mean?
And then from Bel Air Prep, where'd you go?
Went to college at Liberty University,
Okay.
and I graduated from Azusa Pacific. I had a daughter, transferred home, came and became a father early in the game.
Okay.
Okay.
Got my degree, and then I went overseas and played. And then when I came home, and my career was over, I tore my knee up. Career was over. That's when, I was like, okay, I had to get a day job.
Mm.
I had a wife at that time, and
I was,
I was
saying,
just starting to have children, and real life kicked in.
Yeah.
Fast.
So
Did you take your family overseas?
no,
Okay.
no.
So you were by yourself too, so you understand
Yeah.
your son's like struggle.
A
and
lot.
You said him a lot.
It was tough, especially back then. We didn't have cell phones really.
Right, right.
The TV. It wasn't like now,
Yeah.
YouTube and all that.
Yeah.
But,
you can be
I'm telling on my
connected
age right now, huh?
I said, woo,
Well, you didn't mention a beeper or a payphone, so
I'm
you're
not
right.
a beeper. You getting beat overseas, you a bad motherfucker.
listen.
But when I came home, got a day job, and was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I always had DJ my whole entire life. So when I went to college, I DJed, for our fraternity, and just kept DJing and DJing. And, when I came home, it was like DJing had stopped. When I came back from overseas, like people weren't DJing anymore. Like Jazzy Jeff wasn't the guy as much. It was more about the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Never wanted to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Always kind of played the background. I like the background. But I started making beats. And it's funny, I just got awarded something at the Grammy Museum a couple of days ago.
Hey,
All these guys
congratulations.
came out.
We gonna get
Thanks.
to that.
And I said there, I was like, I'm a hooper. And when I first started making beats, all my friends that knew me from hoop was like, listen, what makes you think you can do music?
It's a transition.
And I was like,
yeah.
I just know I can. Now, all my friends who know me from music are like, what you know about
Right,
hoop?
yeah, exactly.
That's
You
a
used to
damn
hoop,
shame.
right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, but I tell
Yeah.
everybody, I know two things really good.
Yes.
Basketball and music.
There you go. I
Don't
love
ask
that.
me nothing about nothing else.
That's
Was
it.
music introduced early? Like, did you know you found
Yeah,
the
like,
love for that
in my
before
house-
basketball, during?
You know what? It was always the other thing.
Okay.
Like if I had two girlfriends, basketball was my girlfriend. Basketball was my wife.
Okay.
Music was my girlfriend.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
You're a
if I didn't
little
have
side chick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was the lights. Anybody who knows me and has been to my house, I got lights everywhere, LEDs everywhere. But at my house growing up, my mama always was playing music. We had trip lights, in our little stereo system. I'm really telling my age. Shit. But,
It's okay. We're
but,
all seasoned around
you know what I'm
here.
saying? I like that word, season. So, and she would be dancing around the house
Nice. I
while we was doing chores and stuff. So I didn't know nothing but music
Yeah.
anyway.
It was
So
ingrained in
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really where it came from.
What kind of music? Sorry.
Oh,
like
my mom
being-
was big Motown. We had
Oh,
Marvin Gaye playing
yes.
constantly. They asked me my top 5 records this weekend, and the first thing I said was Anita Baker, and everybody looked at me like, Anita Baker? I'm like, Angels? Stop it.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean? How do you not know Angels?
Right.
Period.
You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
but it was just really soulful stuff.
Yes.
And then when DJing came out, I used to try to scratch on her records, and that's when she knew I got to get him some turntables.
Yeah.
He about to mess
He
up my
about
whole
to
little
say he had to
collection.
fuck up his whole
Yeah,
He about to
situation.
mess up my
Exactly.
collection. So
Yeah.
that's how that all started.
I love
So I
that.
want to talk a little bit about your time overseas, especially like looking at the landscape right now, right? Because there's a lot of conversation about the overseas players taking over American sports, American basketball, all that type of stuff. And I know, it may have been somewhat of a different time then, but just kind of looking at what you experienced there, what playing basketball there was like versus kind of here.
Yeah.
What do you see as far as that's concerned?
All right, so the bigs were way more skilled.
Yeah.
When we were coming up, they were more like Shaq. Like if you were a tall kid, they just put you under the basket.
Period. Yeah.
Never was like that overseas. Like
Okay.
they did the same drills the guards did. So the games just kind of transitioned to our game here
Yeah.
is like an athletic overseas game. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because it's more.
Yeah, we're more
Yeah,
more
athletic.
black people.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean, just keeping it a
Yeah,
buck.
no, for real.
Yeah, there's more black people here,
Yeah.
but the game itself is kind of morphed into like what they were doing over there.
Anyway.
Back.
A little
yeah.
less physical,
Yeah.
Sure.
but very skilled. Everybody had a skill set. Nobody really scored a lot of points. Like they share. Like if you average 17 overseas, you getting a bucket.
You was doing the thing.
Yeah, if you average a dub, you really was. You're a killer.
that guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but it's different. The food's different. I remember, the first time I ate, German food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. But it was. You get used to it, but I remember I tried to go to McDonald's.
Yeah, all the time.
The McDonald's don't taste the same.
No,
So
it doesn't.
Even
Yeah.
if you go to McDonald's, it ain't the Mickey D's. That ain't the Big Mac I'm used to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
But but the game here has just really become. I mean, the game's weird now. Like the NBA game is weird to me now because it's just high pick and roll, put guys in the corner, keep the floor spaced. And it's threes every 2 seconds.
It's a running
I understand
gun,
the analytics of it, but you take the mid-range game out, you took a whole middle piece of the game out.
Yeah.
That's missing.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of what has been refreshing to see some of the younger guys, like SGA and those type of dududes who live and die in the paint. And, you know what I mean? Because they're kind of bringing that 3-level game back. I think the younger teams are starting to kind of get back to it, but we were living. I think it's D'Antoni, right? Like he kind of ushered in this style of basketball here, and then the Warriors took it and ran with it. And then when you
By
have
the Warriors, she means Steph Curry.
And then I was about to say,
and
when
Clay.
you have, but Clay too. Like people always want to not talk about Clay, but Clay was one.
Yeah, don't sleep on Clay.
If you
He's
really
doing better
think-
on Dallas.
I really think they're the best 2 shooters ever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And
You know what I
Clay
mean?
has to me, like my nephew's playing, I'm always like, model Clay shot because it's just beautiful.
Clay's got a clip.
And it's consistent.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
He's got a clip.
Yeah. So I think we saw such a long period of that era, and we're trying to figure out
How to switch
how
back.
to kind of slowly but surely, but you're seeing some of the younger stars kind of get back. Anthony Edwards, all of them, they're
The
getting to the
truth
bucket
is,
guys.
Anthony Edwards, he shot more
He
threes.
did
now
shoot
than
a
he
gang
did.
of threes. You're right.
But, and he's a crazy athlete.
Yeah.
But this is the first year that I'm starting to think maybe like we got to get back to competition.
Yeah. I think
like
so.
when D Fish was playing, it was like you had to be a wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting back to the
I
wolves.
think so.
I grew up at a time where if you hooped, you got there early.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And it was your game.
Yep.
You got next. I got next.
Right there. You let people
Pick your
know.
5.
Yep.
I don't care if you're not good enough. You're not getting picked.
Yeah.
You're not getting picked. I got you.
Right.
You got me.
Yep.
Us 3. Hey, can I run?
Yeah.
Nope.
Right. We don't know you like
I got
that.
2 more people coming.
Yeah,
I ain't having
exactly.
coming.
You ain't in the rotation.
They might be
my
in
guy.
the game I'm watching right
Right,
now.
exactly.
I'm waiting on
But
them to
I
get
ain't
off.
picking your
I'm
ass.
gonna pick them,
Yeah.
and now we about to go.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
Well,
for
I mean,
real.
I think the difference is that most of these kids that are coming in grew up with pools.
And trainers.
I say that to say that this is a different crop of athletes. Like most of them are players' sons already. They grew up, you know what I mean?
That's
Like they didn't grow
100%
up and
fair.
getting it in the streets and living in the same way that we do.
So are they softer? You're
No,
saying
I'm not
they're
even saying that to
softer?
say that they're softer because I actually think that
I'm saying
sure,
they're softer.
even if you want to say they're softer, sure. But what I'm saying is that same dog level mentality, that same like.
But people preach Mamba mentality. I can't
It
stand
sounds
that.
good in theory.
Exactly.
It's
That's why I'm
very
like, get
different
off
when
that.
your kids
Like,
are also about to go to the summer party afterwards and the bar mitzvah
Fair.
with them the
Right,
next day.
right,
and all
exactly.
That. You know what
Get
I'm saying?
flown
Like,
out to Mexico
We were in
and
a
stuff.
neighborhood
Yeah.
where
That's
it was
facts.
like, we knew them from around the way, but they was on that block over there. I was on this block over here. Like,
Like
Yeah,
my
no,
street
you knew
used
where
to play
everybody
other
was.
streets.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I grew up,
100%.
our street played other streets in
Yeah.
football and basketball.
Yeah.
You get 5 or 6 boys,
That side, yeah.
and we would go play against. Hey, we playing against Glamis tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some sleep. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
that was
sleep,
bragging
right.
rights in junior high.
No, for real.
It's
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
So,
knew.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's different.
You don't even
They
see
grew up
kids
different.
outside playing.
Nah,
It's
you used
When
to
the last
only
time you saw kids in the street playing football?
never. Actually, it
Yeah.
irritates us too because we're. Anyway, I don't know what I was about
I
to
was
say.
just saying, your kids got a backyard.
Yes. But I will say though, because you used to ride around and figure out where everyone was at because you knew that all the bikes were piled up on the someone's lawn. That's
Yeah,
how it
you
like
knew
used to
whose
be,
crib they
right?
was
But
at, yeah.
it was community raised though too,
That's
because
facts.
my
That's facts.
neighbor could call my mama and be like, so your daughter, your child,
That part.
and it
Yeah,
would be
such
like,
and
well,
such.
smack the
That's
fuck
all,
out
yeah.
of
That
them, like
part.
and be
Yeah.
like, well, damn,
That part.
So it's just different. I think we are softer, but we've talked about this too. We're raising like softer generations. Every generation gets a
Period,
little
just in
softer,
general.
a little softer,
Yeah.
because we want for our kids what we didn't have,
Yep.
without realizing that what we didn't have was what helped us become who we are.
It's a balance.
And
Yeah.
while that is very true, I don't want to take it away in athletics. We can raise more evolved children.
Yes.
Sure.
You understand? My kids are definitely more evolved than I was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to be soft.
I agree.
Right.
And on the court or on the field or whatever, learn how to compete.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
a dog.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still be competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not your boy when you're playing. Tear his head off.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So on the field, afterwards you can get some ice cream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all want to do. But when we're here,
We're going at each other.
Let's get at it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get after it.
And this season felt like that more.
more.
This season
Yeah.
definitely felt
It's
like
get-
that
it's
more.
definitely
I think
getting
we're
there.
getting there. I think
You
a lot
know?
of these young guys actually see the window of opportunity open with my generation or about to, on their way out, like the buddy generation of
isn't that
LeBron's and all them
wild?
are on
They're
their
about
way
to be
out.
Once we
out.
get
That's
LeBron out the
wild.
game, then
I see
I
what you
don't
did
wanna say it,
there.
but I'm just saying, like,
I'll
I see what
say
you
it.
did
Once we
there.
get LeBron out the game, then it'll get back
I think
to
you
being.
see another crop.
Yes.
Yeah, because
And that's what, 2 more years, you think?
Oh, brother.
One more
yeah.
year?
1+1, because, he got to
Yeah,
get the
you
other one
always
in the
gonna.
league first.
I say it all the time. He's gonna get Bronny. He's gonna get Bryce in the league, and then he'll be like, because you can't
Then
do
he'll
that.
skedaddle.
What kind of household dynamic you gonna have dinner being like, yeah, I got you in, my bad, bro, but I missed you, my
Hey,
homie.
man,
Like,
as long as he keeps ruining the Lakers
Savannah
in
will
the
be
process,
like,
I'm okay with it.
absolutely not.
As
Savannah
a
will
Clipper
kick his
fan,
ass
I'll
out.
take it.
They keep it a buck on here.
I
like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Hold on,
Let me
honestly.
tell you,
I
right.
mean, it is
Yeah,
what it is, right?
yeah.
Like, we all are watching the same thing. And I say that as someone who, like, I would argue you down about LeBron, okay? Until he became a Laker, because, again, I'm a Clipper fan, and that's when I had to let him go. But I will argue you down about LeBron, because to me, he is still one of the greatest players to ever play this
Without
game.
top
So
five,
I
no
say
question.
that as, like, a
Top
person
five, no
who,
question.
like, super, celebrates
100%.
what he's done for the game.
100%.
But if we're talking about right now, today, in the year of our Lord,
Right.
2025,
My man got
like,
to go. Yeah.
that group, as they transition out, I like this young crop that we got going on.
I
I
agree.
like their energy. I like what they're playing
Thompson
with.
twins
and we
are
are
special.
They're special.
They're 6'8",
They're doing it.
and
Yeah.
just
No,
confined.
they are
And what
talented.
Houston just did in the
right.
offseason is crazy.
And the fact that I love seeing them both in the playoffs. That shit was wild.
they're gonna be
That
scary.
was gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I got
So I'm
Houston.
excited.
If we're gonna,
Yeah, go for it.
Because of
Let's
the-
hear it.
I'm picking Houston to win next year.
Are you?
because of the new trades or the
yeah, he's saying the team that they built.
okay.
They got Capella today, didn't they?
It's in the process.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
supposed to
They
be
get
a
a rim
thing.
protector like that with
Yeah.
KD, because all I needed was a
Yeah.
closer. Man,
It'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
KD
The Nuggets
is
just
right
made some
beneath-
moves too. It's the West is gonna be another.
It is gonna
the
be
West is gonna
tough.
be another blow.
And then they
This
just
is-
waved, Dime. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
Donovan
That's
Mitchell got
waived today.
wild.
crazy. I mean, he getting paid $23 million to be at the crib, so and he'll get to choose where he wants to go next.
I
So
For the
know.
first time
yeah,
ever.
exactly.
Ever,
So you
yeah.
can't be
But that
mad at
sucks.
that.
So he's not
It's like,
super mad, but
damn.
they did him.
dirty. You move
No,
from
they definitely
Portland,
did.
leave your family, you
Jinx.
get hurt, and you
Right.
out. Fuck.
Yeah,
They left him to
And
dry.
the East is wide open.
Yeah.
My heart is broken. When
best
Hollywood
rapper
went down.
basketball player, second best rapper basketball player ever, Dame Lillard.
Oh,
Second? Yeah, I would
yes.
say.
I would say second best MC that plays basketball ever.
He gets off.
Yeah, no,
I
he's,
like Dame
yeah,
as a rapper.
Me too.
He gets off.
Yeah.
So then who's
Who's
first?
first?
Shaquille.
Adorable.
See, she trying to hate on Shaq.
He was so bad,
That's
y'all.
my God. What are you talking
When he was,
about?
what was that Genie movie he did?
The movie was
You
bad,
talking about the
but
movie?
But you had,
Shaq
it
used
still
to
was a
be-
Shaq with
soundtrack. He was
platinum. Hey,
out
big
there
fella.
going.
Big fella. That's my guy. Big fella. Number one.
now we gotta bring Shaq
Do not
on.
do any more music, goddammit.
Listen,
No way.
Just because she said that, we're in my
Right,
studio
exactly.
in
Here
the
we
next
go.
couple
Let's
weeks,
go.
big
Shaq was fucking
fella.
around.
He
wasn't
made
fucking around.
5 albums. It was
Yeah,
like,
Come
please.
on, man.
And
He went platinum.
had like mad features.
Y'all,
Like he was
because
obviously
he's-
respected. I mean, for that time and the style of rapping and what he was doing,
And then,
I wouldn't be
and
like,
then Kobe
oh my gosh.
was like, let me go rap some Italian on you and
That
combat
wasn't
this
it.
shit.
That
That wasn't it. Now that wasn't it.
that wasn't it.
Shaq was like, adorable. I'm going to make another one and go platinum.
Right.
That's so
Seriously.
cute.
Nah,
Yeah,
for
it
real.
was like so cute.
What do you think about
for
KD?
you.
Doesn't he produces, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Does he
So
work?
I just did
There's a
his TV show called Swagger.
Yeah, it was really good.
Man, thank you.
Yeah.
Seriously. And all go music. I mean, cause,
that
you know,
DC.
Yeah, you gotta have that flavor in there. But nah, KD is just an all around great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and an amazing hooper.
Oh gosh, he's one of the best.
Best,
we've
yeah,
seen do
absolutely.
it. And to me, probably one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen.
I would say
I would
the
just-
second best
100%.
pure scorer
Yeah.
I've
We
ever
agree.
seen.
Yeah,
Next to
1000%.
Yeah.
Next
Period.
to Mike, he's the best scorer I've ever
Because it's
seen.
so
Yeah,
he makes it look
so
so
easy.
easy.
Doesn't have a
Yeah.
weakness.
Like what?
Doesn't have weakness.
Yeah,
No.
for sure.
Now when Kobe said he gives me a problem.
Yeah.
Like I thought I could push him left because he's 6'11".
Yeah,
he's
what do you do with
huge.
that?
Yeah, and he's
And
he's
can still
lean.
handle
the ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Face
he's
up
lean,
handle, not the
yeah.
Magic Johnson hit
No,
handle.
yeah.
Face you up like Penny.
Right.
Yeah,
But,
he's a little
you know,
Chico.
6'11",
Quick
right.
step back.
He's a little
Yeah.
Chico.
He's-
So Houston is gonna be
Nah,
crazy
he's
because he's a little Chico.
They're gonna be amazing.
And they got young boys around him.
I was
Right.
just gonna
Get
say they
this
got
run.
dogs.
And
they got some
defenders.
young
Yeah,
dogs
they can
around.
run.
And they got a great
yeah,
coach.
yeah, yeah.
And they got a great coach.
It's
They're
gonna
gonna be
be.
tough.
I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
the
that's
West
fair.
is going to be fun.
The West is
Fun.
always fun. It's a lot
It
of fun.
is,
And
but this
DeAndre
season's
Ayton
gonna be
came
fun.
to the Lakers.
They announced it?
I was like,
Did it not happen
No,
yet?
No,
it
yeah.
hasn't
All
happened
right,
yet.
it's gonna happen.
Probably he gonna stink, but it'll be fine.
I mean, the Lakers are just. I mean,
they
just
need a
hang it
center,
up.
so like he's a
We
center.
do need
so.
it. Yeah, we
Bad.
do need a big. But I don't
Yeah,
know that we
but
needed that big. but-
Him and Luka don't play no defense. They got
all.
about 4 people on the court at all times that don't play defense.
Easy.
In a league where the ball move,
Moves,
swing,
yeah, so-
we
yeah,
get into
yeah,
the
you
paint,
gotta
we're doing
get
the thing.
back,
Like
yeah.
Luka could lose all the weight in the world. He still ain't about to guard nobody.
I just want to say for the record, all my Laker fans, I am not the hater.
I'm a Warriors fan.
I need
so
y'all to
y'all
watch
can
the man behind the
kick
music in
rocks.
LA. I am not hating on the Lakers. I just want to be clear.
Right. So that
He
is
does not endorse this
known.
message.
Exactly.
That is all me
Cut
and only
the episode short here. He
You know,
just
I
gets
got-
up. He's
I
like,
got-
I'm out.
I gotta have people support
I
my
understand.
podcast.
Right,
Please,
I know.
please
I
support
know.
the man's podcast.
Hell yeah,
okay?
right.
He's-
Music,
he got on that
podcast shows.
He's
Came
good.
in representing.
Right,
He's stamped. Yeah, exactly. So
Oh,
you
that's
talked
so
about DJing, and I do notice that a lot, especially with producers and all that type of stuff, the DJing and producing goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
When you're overseas, did you DJ any? Because their music
Ooh,
kind
it's
of
different.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Okay.
Went to a
You
lot
did
of clubs.
DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Anywhere I
figured.
went, I took turntables.
Okay.
You know, they have a different electric socket.
Yeah.
Didn't know that at first.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it.
Blew some
Right.
So we had
stuff
to
up.
Yeah.
definitely. My clippers, first set of
Yup.
clippers.
Ah,
As soon as you plug it in, because you get the
Get-
adapter.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you don't get the adapter. I didn't know, because it was more expensive. The adapter where you change the voltage.
Yeah.
So I just got an adapter and I plugged that thing in,
That
and
shit
those
was
clippers
eat.
burned up in 7 seconds.
Legit.
Like
Smoke.
less than
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Oh,
shit, hurry,
shit.
hurry, hurry. Oh, God. Smoking. It was a wrap. It was a
Not
wrap.
you still
Quick.
trying to use them?
Had to give it a shot.
I mean,
right.
Come on, I had to give it a
You're like,
shot.
just a hat. Let me do my front.
You know? Oh, hell no. Now you got a big back.
With
Nah.
your whole thing.
Nah, man. If anything, I had the
shit.
Rihanna. I had it on one side.
One side was
You know what I
done.
mean? For real. Artie Cassie. Not Rihanna.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
Okay, and so then you came here. You went through the career thing. How did you really get it moving in the music side of things?
So a gentleman named Butter, who's also from Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
So I had a studio at my house. I'm making beats.
Okay.
I'm fire.
Okay. You already knew. You were like, my shit is
Fire.
Period.
amazing. Okay.
I thought.
Okay. Oh.
So my mom's
And then-
calling me. You should go meet this guy, Butter. One of her friends, Jamela. I called her, and this guy had just finished working, but I didn't know he was working with Dr. Dre at the time. She's like, yeah, he doesn't know a lot of people out here. You should go meet him. He does music. I'm like, yeah, Ma. You know what?
All right, I'm busy.
I'm nice.
Oh,
Like,
right. I don't
I
need
don't need
it.
him trying to steal my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here. I'm killing him, right?
Right.
So maybe like 3 weeks later, Tank, you really should go meet him. Like, this, that, and the other. I'm like, Ma. Like,
Right.
your mama keep
Yeah,
asking
exactly.
you.
You'd be like,
I'm
all
going to
right.
break down
Yes.
eventually. That's my mama, right? So I got my pharmaceutical shit on, my briefcase. I call him up. I'm like, hey, man, it's Tank. Yeah. Had my cell phone by this time.
Come on, cell phone.
I'm like, yeah. It's Tank. He's like, yeah, hey, man, come on. I'm like, hey, my mom, this, that, and the
My
other.
mom. Yeah.
You need some friends.
Right. You're welcome. This is crazy.
I'll come be your friend.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like, he gives me his address, so I'm driving to his crib. I'm noticing the houses are getting larger.
Yeah, the shift. You're like, wait a second.
These are pretty nice houses.
You call your mom. Mom.
No, not yet. Yeah. And I pull up at his house. I'm like, there's new cars here. Is this a 3-story house?
Mhm.
Ding dong. He opens the door. What's up, Thornton? Like, hey, what's up, man? We walk in. I hear music playing.
Mm.
It sounds like a record. It didn't sound like the beats I was.
Okay.
That's what he knew. Huh. What kind of, is that new equipment?
Right.
So I go in there, and he had everything on
Mm.
steroids that I had, like the real shit, and platinum records everywhere. Stay humble, people. Because that humility, I sat there and listened to him play fire. He had Ice Cube's posters on, Ice Cube's platinum records on the wall, and all these damn records on the wall, and the beat sounded mixed, and I'm just sitting there like, shit.
Right.
So I stayed there. I called my wife. I was like, I'm gonna be here for a while.
Right.
I'll call you later.
Have dinner with
This dude is rich. And he's talented. And I'm about to just be his friend.
Right.
I don't know what's gonna happen. But
Trust me on this
I'm
one.
gonna be his friend. So I let everybody go. It was maybe like 1 a.m. And I just looked, I was like, hey, teach me.
Right.
Like, I will sweep up. I will
awesome.
do whatever needs to. Like if y'all need food, dog. Like I ain't tripping. But just can you teach me? He's like, hell, man, you ain't gotta do all that. Yeah, just come over tomorrow.
You're like, oh, so I have to leave.
What time?
Right. You're like, so I have to go. This is
You know,
weird.
I was like, after work immediately.
Right.
I will be here.
Right.
And it started an amazing friendship, man. Like
I
that's
love
like he's on all my shows now.
That's dope.
He's literally one of my best friends. He's like my family.
That's
fire.
awesome.
You know what I mean? But
So you got to listen to mom earlier.
Yeah, I know.
no,
right?
it was only
Listen to
3
your mama.
weeks.
Right. All
Only
right.
3 weeks.
sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to your
I was
mama.
only
Exactly.
only out of pocket for 3 weeks.
Right. That's dope.
But
though.
he set me down literally and showed me how to make beats, how to grab drums, how to, I mean, every little thing. And then when my beats got ready, he mixed them. And when he would have meetings, he took me to the meetings. So I'm in meetings with Ice Cube and King T at the time, who just came out to see me. Shout out to King T. But every meeting he went in, he would take me
Yeah.
and play my beats for people like they was his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just
That's a good.
butter, I
dude.
love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not that you don't know that already.
But that's
you know,
that's fire.
And
We need
got
more
me
mentors
going.
like that.
Yeah,
You don't,
got me
especially in
going.
the music industry,
You
you
don't
don't
see
necessarily
that.
see people being that transparent, that
Yeah.
willing, and all that, and all
Yeah.
that.
You know, so just taught me how to get down. And I got to a level.
Okay.
And then, you know, at that time we were still burning CDs.
Yeah.
So I'm handing out my CDs all, you know, to everyone. I'm standing outside the studios with a suit on. And I don't know how it all happened, but Timberland got a hold of one of my CDs and called me up. And I hung up on him because I didn't believe it was him.
No way.
We ain't have FaceTime then, so
Definitely didn't
Right,
have I was
right.
happy to have caller ID.
Right.
I was
okay.
just about to say, wait,
You know
what?
I mean? It's
Did he
like
call you back?
Yeah, thank God. So I was,
Right.
I was actually at a medical conference. So I had on slacks and a button up, and you know, he gives me a call, and you know, it's Timberland, and I was like, yeah, okay,
right.
Sir,
it was
do
like,
not.
you
Right.
know, and I want you to come to New York. You know, we're about to start working, and I'm like, I'm about to, you know, am I gonna quit my job?
Yeah.
Like, what, is that what we doing?
Yeah.
So I quit and went to New York, and he taught me that other stuff. You know, and you know, my first hit record was 1 Minute Man under Timberland. Thank you very much for teaching me everything and giving me an opportunity, bruh.
Yep.
You know, you know, God has been really good and just blessed me with good people.
Yeah.
And Timberland and Butter are the two dudes that I would say, you know, really like just showed me,
Yeah.
you know, the other side. Like those guys were doing music when I was in school, so they had not only did they have a large head start and being extremely talented, but for whatever reason they just took to me and showed me, you know, and gave me a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
So I try to give back to everybody now and give them a lot of opportunity. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
When it comes to the stuff that you learned from Timberland, what's kind of one of the big takeaways that right now you in particular when you're working with the other
stick
you know
with,
up and coming producers or whatever it might be you
Sound
impart?
selection, like Tim is a sound master
Mhm.
more than anybody.
Mhm.
You know, if you guys think about Tim had a baby crying in a record.
Mhm.
Tim, you know what I
And it
mean?
was
wow.
Right,
But
right.
it was fire in the
Yeah, I was
record.
like, okay,
Crickets.
okay. Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Love
right.
you, baby. Love you,
Yes.
baby.
Like, why were there crickets?
Why is it nighttime in the song?
right.
And Aaliyah's killing it.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guitars, you know, him and Bill Petaway was putting in records, and just his whole team was just so talented. And he just worked fast, and he was the first guy to, you know, like Timberland got me. He's one of the reasons I'm so good as a soup, because when I'm doing all these TV shows, I can hear a record for like 8 seconds. Or honestly, Alicia will tell you. Alicia's my, you know, my assistant in my right hand. She'll tell you, you know, I hear a record for 2 seconds, like next,
Wow.
next. That's it.
You're cutthroat like that.
Oh, you know fast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like right key, right song, right. You know, you know quickly. So I have, you know, the people on my team, Alicia and Andrew and my son Derryck, and they'll put like pull 30 records, and they'll pull 30 records, and I'll go through them quick, looking for a song for a scene. Give me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I'm put that aside, and then I'll knock it down to like 3 or 4, and then if I like multiples, I'll put it on set. I mean, I'll put it on scene. I'll like watch it, like okay, that one feels great. Let me send that in.
That
You know
sticks
what I
with
mean?
it. Yeah.
How did you get into the TV and film side of things and doing all that? You've done like The Shy and Boondocks, and you mentioned Swagger and all some incredible stuff and all shows that we all watch, right?
Yeah, Variety
How did you
just
get
named you.
there?
Yeah.
So, you know, we as a producer, you know, you get hot.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a run, and I had Neo and Janae Aiko signed at the time.
Nice.
And I was sending in records to everybody, and I wasn't getting placements on TV.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out why. I was like, I got hits. I got two phenomenal writers.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yes.
Neo's
Janae's
Neo
one of
and
them.
Janae's fucking Janae. Why are we not getting placements on TV shows? I didn't know what a music supervisor was at the time.
Okay.
But then a friend of mine introduced me to Damon Wayans.
Mm.
And it started off with me just going to Damon's house and hooking up equipment because Damon had, you know, when you're rich
Listen.
and you don't really know that much about the stuff,
Yeah.
you go to the Guitar Center, they're going to get you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back then, so they got him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going at his house, and he just had a bunch of like really
Shit.
nice
Yeah,
equipment.
just you're like, he
It was
know
expensive,
what to do. Yeah.
right? So I'm hooking it up. I'm like, take this back, do this, and I'm teaching him how to use the equipment, and I'm like making beats while I'm doing it. So he's like, hey man, I got this TV show coming. You should interview for it, you know, as a composer. I was like, really? What's the show? He was like, My Wife and Kids, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do it. Never had I composed anything in my entire life. But I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll do it. So left his house, drove to UCLA, took some extension courses so I could learn, because I didn't know.
Smart,
You know, I didn't know how to compose, so I wasn't going to turn down that job.
Right.
And started, you know, rolled at UCLA and got my certificate to be a composer. And I started off on My Wife and Kids. And then a buddy of mine named Max Goose, who's still my friend.
Oh, Max.
Developing
Come on,
y'all
Goose.
know, you know, we're developing an app right now. We got a meeting with him in just a few. But Max, he was a hustler. If you know Max is a hustler. Max got a cartoon called Static Shock. Now, Max can't turn a drum machine on. You know you can't, Max. But he got the job.
Yeah.
So he came to me and was like, hey, split it with me. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
Uh-huh.
So I started doing the cartoon Static Shock.
Okay.
So I got Janae, there's Janae records on there and
Yeah.
Neo records on Static Shock before anybody knew who they were yet.
Yeah.
And he went to a meeting with the team and they were asking him technical questions and he didn't answer it. He didn't know the answer. So he came back and was like, hey man,
Right. I mean,
go to this meeting with me.
Show up. For
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. So I went. Dennis and those guys were like, okay, Tank, you know, you're dope. Like, we know, you know, you're probably doing most of the work here. And that is what it is. But he came to me and said, I'm animating a new show called The Boondocks.
Yes. Come through.
You know, would you like to, you know, talk to the creator? I was like, yeah, hell yeah, Aaron. You know, introduced me to Aaron Magruder. Aaron comes to my house, actually came to my studio and kind of told me what he wanted. So at this time I'm composing, I'm not supervising yet. And told me what he wanted the theme song to be. So I made it, like right in front of, you know, just made the beat. And he was just like, this shit's fire. I got a friend named Ashru in DC. Can we send him the beat? So send him the beat, put scratches on it. And next thing you know, it's one of the best theme songs ever. You know what I mean?
One of the best.
So he hires me. Now I'm doing the Boondocks. Now at that time I didn't really. My title was a music supervisor, but I didn't know what that was. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm making all these songs, Booty Butt Cheeks, and you know, Got the Thug and Love and all this, but I'm giving them for free. Like I don't know I'm supposed to be
Getting
like
paid?
licensing
Yeah,
these records.
right.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I got my money to do the show.
Right.
Yeah, bless my heart, man. So knocked out, was doing those. And at the time, you don't realize the show is going to be what the show is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind
You're
of like,
just,
yeah.
I'm happy to be working and having fun, and they're letting me be goofy. You know what I mean? So we're just having a great time making these songs. And the Boondocks went. My manager at the time's name was Junior Regisford, and he took me to meet a gentleman a little while later named Jeremy Summers, who is the executive vice president of Fox.
Okay.
And he had me working with Little Rel on another show. And Jeremy called me up one day and was like, you should be a music supervisor. And I was like, I'll do it.
Right.
So
Sure.
Once again, didn't know what it was.
right.
I went to the Google phone
Right. Hello.
and it was all the wrong information. I was like, damn, so, but I went and interviewed with Lee Daniels. That went extremely well. He hired me. Killed that show. Damn right I did.
I know that's right.
And then from there, Oprah's people called. And I met with Lionsgate and Oprah, and then Oprah people called and hooked us up, and that was crazy. So then I'm doing Greenleaf, and then everything just happened after that.
Yeah.
Like it was like Lee and Oprah must have called people and were like, "We found him."
Yeah.
It's a black guy who
Yeah,
does this
yeah,
shit. You know, and then
Because it's Shy.
yeah.
Mean,
So after that,
Power, like,
Cherish was first. Ava DuVernay, thank you, Ava,
Mhm.
and Oprah and Lee
Compton legend.
for looking out
Ava.
for your boy. And then Lena, and then 5 is 5, 50's 50.
Yeah.
And and I'm just blessed. I'm working with Karen Gist on Our Kind of People, and now today I'm working with Debbie Allen,
That's
Nice.
awesome.
and we're doing the reboot of A Different World.
Oh, fun.
Oh, that's
You
gonna be
know,
amazing. Yeah.
Just trying to make sure our culture's represented,
Yeah.
There you
and the
go.
music feels and sounds like it's supposed to feel and
Absolutely.
sound, and give back to the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Is there a director that you want to like work with, or like like a Ryan Coogler that you're like,
I mean, of course, who
next
doesn't
time
wanna-
holler at your boy?
Of course, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Exactly.
but no, listen. Whoever I'm blessed to work with, like I just had the chance to work with Ridley Scott. I have a show called Dope Thief.
Incredible.
I'm a big Ridley Scott fan.
Hello. Yeah.
Dope Thief was you?
Yeah,
See how that goes?
you know what I mean. So,
Okay.
Yep.
and I've been a fan of Ridley and Peter Craig forever.
Yeah.
So to get that call and work with those guys,
Yeah.
so God has really just blessed me. There's no way I could have did this by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So always give it up to the big fella.
Well, listen,
Absolutely.
we're
Yes.
developing some shows, so you're gonna be working on our projects
you
and
know,
all that.
I
You know what
got
I'm saying?
you. I
We do-
got you.
Hello?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Exactly.
Little pluggage.
Okay, I'm trying to sell some stuff and it come fall.
Exactly.
I got you. I
And,
got
I mean, but you know you got to get paid for this stuff now. We don't have any money, but
Listen, we'll figure
work
it
it
out.
right, exactly.
We'll work it out.
You know
what
what's
I'm saying?
funny? It's funny you say that, cause and this is on some real shit. I find that people ask about the bread too soon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they ask about the money way too fast.
Yeah.
I think what I've always done is I ask about the work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill it,
Yeah. No
so
matter
you're
what.
gonna pay me.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna be the guy. I don't
Yeah.
turn off. You can call me at 3 in the
Yeah.
morning. If you're a creator of a show or a showrunner or a director, and you wake up at 2:30 in the morning like, man, I wonder if I can get this record. Let me call Tank. I'm gonna answer.
Right.
We're gonna talk about it.
Right.
I'm dead ass. I don't
Yeah.
turn off.
I know that's right.
When you're an entrepreneur, you work for you.
You gotta
Amen.
go.
You know what I'm saying? So
24/7.
y'all got access to
365.
me, and I care about your show as much as you care about your show.
That part.
Oh, that's
You
fire.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's
Yeah.
really what it is.
When it comes to, because you talked about having an ear for the music, when it comes to picking songs for TV and film
Mhm.
versus picking records for an artist,
Yep.
is there a difference in the way that
Huge
you're
difference.
listening?
You're the first person ever asked me that question.
I'm really good at this.
You are. Huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm watching a TV show, I want to connect with the emotion of the scene, and I want to lift it up.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So, and I want to tell the story without telling the story. So, like, if you're creeping around trying to find a gun, I'm not gonna be like, I was creeping from my strap.
Right. Right.
That's corny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I might play something where people are whispering because we're like trying to get do this caper. You know what I mean? So it still adds to the feel and texture of the scene. And I want the audience to feel what I'm feeling. I want them to feel that thing. You know what I mean? So that's complete. I don't want, if you may have a whisper song,
Right.
because we did have a whisper smash.
We did have a whisper
Yeah,
smash.
I was like,
Yeah,
wait a
minute,
exactly.
yeah.
A lot of people ain't doing, wait do you see?
That part.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to say what it said, but he was whispering.
Right. Hello?
But, so when you're dealing with an artist, I need records that really, and this is why music is trash right now, but I need records that really,
I thought I was the only one that felt that way.
No, it's terrible.
no,
It's really
that show who you are, that is different than who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, y'all sound the same.
And
I
nobody
don't
got
like
personality.
that.
Yeah.
So when working with an artist, what's your sound?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know it completely, let's develop it. But you can't sound like her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I grew up in a day where there was a kid named Angelus who sounded just like Jay-Z.
Hmm.
If you go on YouTube right now and type in Angelus, you're gonna think you're listening to not as talented Jay-Z,
Sure,
but tone, everything.
yeah.
He never had a chance.
Yeah.
You can't sound like somebody else.
Yep.
These dudes sound alike.
Yeah, everyone sounds the same.
You know what I mean? Same beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So developing and picking an artist is a lot different. You know, right
Understood.
now.
Understood.
When you write your own shit, it separates you in such a big way.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's different when somebody's giving you all your smashes. But when you literally sit there, it's coming from you. And if it's coming from you, we got a better chance of it being your original feel.
Yeah.
You
So
know
I
what
mean, I don't know, like in terms of I'm going to ask in terms of like a Kendrick and a Drake, right? Like if you got someone who is supposedly like again, this is me, word on the street is that Drake may not, he has a ghostwriter. Can you tell the difference in someone's like genuine delivery when they
All right,
have
so
that?
I'm going to just keep it a whole buck.
Please, let's get ready. Buckle in, everybody.
Kendrick says better words,
Okay.
but I like to listen to Drake more. Drake's songs to me are great.
Mm-hmm.
Like melodically, and even if you write for him, he makes it better.
Mhm.
He like it's hard to take as a rapper someone's rhymes. Like I see it in R&B. Like if you listen to
Yeah.
Floetry's version of Butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
and then you listen to Michael Jackson's version,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and not that Marsha's phenomenal.
Of course,
that's
yeah,
poetry, they're
but-
poetry.
Yeah.
But Mike did his thing on
Period.
there.
Yeah.
So I've seen it on R&B songs a trillion times, but not a lot of rappers. And it's not like he gets a lot of songs written for him, but he definitely gets help, and he's admitted to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like what he does melodically. I've just never heard before. I think
Yeah.
Drake's top probably 7 MC of all time because he changed the landscape of what everybody does in music. Even if people don't want to say it, he's Canadian or he may be corny or whatever, all that, whatever. I don't care. The landscape, the filters that we use, and everything else that everyone copied came from him in 40. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. So if you want to give him his P's or you don't want to give him his P's, just, don't be a hater.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, Kendrick is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. And he definitely won that battle.
Yeah.
That's not,
Yeah, that's not up for debate.
But like Jay-Z lost the Nas battle.
Sure.
I still like listening
I
to Jay-Z.
still like to listen. That's fair.
You know
I think
what
that's
I'm
super fair.
So
Yeah.
the only dude who ended careers was Ice Cube.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't listen to Easy
And in this day and age
All right, and it
where
was
people's
a
attention
wrap.
spans are so short anyway,
Yeah.
you're not killing anybody's career off anyway. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
From a
Like,
rap
dude,
song.
put out all you got to do is put out another hit, and everybody moves on, and we keep it
Hello.
moving. Like it ain't even. And I'm from Compton. I'm a big Kendrick fan. Like all the things, but like
Yeah, but
nobody expected him to never.
And what
Yeah,
Kendrick
like,
stands
and now
for,
what?
what
Yeah.
he stands
Yeah,
for,
all of
for
it.
the
I'm gonna
culture,
ride for
I'm
that.
with all of that.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm with
exactly.
all of that.
But
But
nobody
I'm
expects
definitely
dude to
listening
fall off the
I'm
table.
listening to Drake albums. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, and see, I've never like I listen. I'm a bop, right? If a Drake record come on, I'm gonna know it. I'm a bop, but I don't naturally go to plug
you
in
don't look
Drake,
for
so
him.
he's just never
Yeah.
been like
One of your favorites.
that thing for
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we all got our own thing. I do want to talk a little bit about, so as your career is happening and you're doing your thing, you have your son who's also playing basketball, because you mentioned to us earlier about how you've coached AAU and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how did you fit in that and kind of guiding him through that process?
How old is
and
he now?
It's 27.
Okay.
You know, man, it was first coaching your own kid is hard, and having a relationship afterwards. Like anybody who knows us knows he's like my best friend,
Mm-hmm.
and I love him to death. So, when he was young, I was probably too tough on him, and it's hard. That's one of the things about being a parent of a kid that you're coaching. You deal so much with people saying it's going to be favoritism
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that
Daddy
because
ball.
right, that you are probably tougher on them than you should
To
be
prove a point.
because I don't need all these other parents saying, "Oh, you
Yeah.
never did this with his son."
Yeah.
So but he loved me through that. For real. And then just picking a college and all that stuff. I mean, listen, the best times I had, even more than now, is being a dad, raising children, my daughters, my son, seeing them be successful and accomplish things, and really being active with all of that stuff. I mean, it's the best. It just is. Like,
Did you They always say like the ride home is always like the worst part, you know, especially like after a game or like after a tournament. Were you tough on your son on the ride home? Were
Way
you
too
quiet?
tough.
Really?
Way too tough, you know. I can say that now, honestly, thinking back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right, exactly.
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I just want him to be great. I wanted him, and not because I lived it through him. Like he would be right there with me,
Yeah.
like 5 o'clock in the morning the next day with his bag. Like, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
At 9.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I got to show. I'm gonna show up for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, those rides home were tough at first, and as he got older, and I got better at being a father, and just became a better man. I learned how to communicate
Yeah.
better with my kids.
Yeah.
All of them though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And to that point, especially because you still keep up like kind of what's going on like in the AAU world,
Yeah,
and
you're very
sports and all that
youth,
stuff,
yeah.
you're still very active in it. If you were to take some of what you experienced as a parent and with your kids and then kind of watching what's happening now, what would you say to other either parents or coaches in who are dealing with youth and all of that was something that you learned that you want them to kind of figure out a little better?
Well, I mean, the game is so different now because of all this NIL money.
Or even handling the kids, you know what I mean?
Well, first, keep your kid close because whenever you start bringing money around, sharks are coming.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if an agent or someone who can take advantage of your child and wean them away from you, I've seen this happen with so many kids and their parents, guys who are in the league right now who, whether it be a girl or an agent or a girl and an agent, they don't even talk to their parents no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So keep your kid close.
Yeah.
And kids, listen to your parents 'cause they love you genuinely. That's obvious. And do that. Love your kids more on the bad games than on the good games. Because the bad games, they need it more.
Yeah.
You know what I
They're
mean?
already beating themselves up.
They beat themselves up. And like my son would tell me all the time, I want to make you proud.
Ugh, that tears my soul.
You understand
apart.
what I'm saying?
Yes, that is so
I ain't about to
hard
cry on your podcast.
No,
I cried at the
for
Grammy
real.
thing a
We're
couple
bringing
days
all
ago.
the emotions,
I ain't
baby.
crying
Come on.
again. You know what
No,
I'm
for real,
saying?
because that hurts your soul a little bit. Like
Right?
I love and hate hearing that.
No,
It's
you know what I
tough.
mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you gotta let them know, like, I'm proud of you, like, every fucking day.
Right, no matter
Yeah.
what.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it ain't about this ball. It ain't about none of that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you because you fight every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Do you still want to coach? I know you said you coach AAU.
you know, people talk to me about coaching all the time because I do love basketball. And I love seeing kids improve, and especially the ones that work hard and couldn't dribble and chew gum, you know, at the same time. And all of a sudden they're getting college scholarships, you know, and I do love that process. Right now, I'm just in the middle of so much growth in my career and, launching this new podcast and really trying to bring opportunities that have never existed to the television and film space for as many people as I can, that it's tough.
Yeah.
If I did, I'd probably start with like an 8-year-old team.
Okay.
Oh, that's
so
adorable.
they could come up with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
great
And-
age.
and-
too.
Yeah, that's
and-
fun. Yeah.
and bring them up that way. I wouldn't jump right into high school.
Okay.
Too many expectations.
Yeah. Politics is already politicking
and
at that
people are
point.
already, delusional.
Yeah.
Whew, you
know
took
what
the
I
word out of my
mean?
mouth. I was like,
Yeah.
parents are delusional. They are set in their ways.
So at
Yeah.
8 years old, you get them, they're still pretty pure.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
mentioned
that's
your
interesting.
podcast. Tell us about it. What you got going on?
All right. So it's called The Man Behind the Music.
Yes.
What had happened was
I love these.
I was doing all these shows. And, you get a little bit desensitized when you work in this field like I do. And I'm getting placements on all these people, but I wasn't really meeting them. I'm getting music, I'm moving around, I'm dealing with publishing companies, I'm doing all this stuff. Until I met this one couple, Derryck and Timay. They've actually been on the show. They're from Detroit. And, their A&R had played me a beat, not even a song, just a beat. And it was incredible. It had its own thing to it. I was like, that shit fire. Where the lyrics at? And he was like, oh, they ain't put no lyrics on. I was like, yo, have them put some lyrics on. I was in the Bay. We were up there listening to music, me and Alicia. We're doing our rounds and, hitting different studios and whatnot. And Vinny played us some of their music. It was crazy. So they sent back records like within like a day or two. Crazy song. So at that point, I'm like, okay, this sounds like The Shy. let me talk to Lena.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, so I sent her the record. I'm like, this shit crazy, right? She's like, Tank, I love it. I'm like, bet. I go back to the venue. I'm like, yo, tell me a bunch of those. I need like 10. He's like, for real? I'm like, yeah, do like 10 of those. Because it's its own sound.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I place these records. They're fire. You know, as they come on, the internet's like, what song is this? What song is that?
Yeah.
Dope shit. So I'm like, okay, bet. So about another 3-4 months goes by. I bump into Vinny at a party. And he was like, hey, hold on. So he brings over Lyric and Tomei. And I meet him. And now they have, you know, all these placements.
Yeah.
And they're so happy.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, thank you so much. And
Y'all had never met.
no,
That's so
right?
dope.
So we go out, you know, so we start chopping it up. And, you know, they're like, you know, you saw us.
Yeah.
Like, you heard us and you saw us. And we just want to thank you for seeing us because we didn't know we were maybe going to stop even making music.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm doing this wrong.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm helping, but I'm not helping as much as I can. I'm not doing all I can to really help people. And I went home and, you know, started thinking and was like, you know what? Most people are never gonna meet me. How do I touch more people? I'm gonna do a podcast.
Nice.
So Alicia, who works for me, she's my assistant. I called her up and was like,
Podcast.
hey, I'm thinking about doing a podcast. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah. I'm gonna call up a couple of my friends. You know, and because I was gonna do it, I was looking for a girl host for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, because then I could be goofy,
Yeah.
right? Because I you know, because it's one thing to be the straight. Like, when I don't have to run it, you got, you know, I'm more the straight man. Like, I'm trying to keep everybody to task and shit.
Right, it's on time,
You know what I mean?
the
Right.
whole
I'm
night.
like,
Yeah.
So, but at that time, I'm like, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to, you know, her and a couple of my friends, and I'm kind of just working through the idea, get in touch with Rock Wilder, get in touch with Denon, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. And I kind of gave them the premise and said, you know, do it with me. And they were like, okay,
Let's go.
you know, and I love that about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're flying in from Atlanta and Detroit,
Mhm.
Oh,
and they're
dope.
both
Yeah,
busy in their own right.
Yeah.
I come in from Vegas, and I'm like, I'm like, let's get it. So I'm writing, like, I'm, you know, my own little, I'm like writing it all out. I'm producing my own segments. It's crazy. I'm fucking up all over the place.
We understand.
But I believe in what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we come up with our format, and I'm like, okay. And we shoot the first episode, and I'm like, all right, is this?
I think so.
Maybe.
Kinda.
Let me think this through.
Yeah.
Right? You know, we're cutting this first episode, and I love it, but I don't love it. So I'm just trying to add different things to it, like, let's show some scenes, and let's talk about the music, and, you know, and I want to get people to send in music to offer opportunities, and, you know, but I don't want to just be for TV. Send in music so we can break down your beats because we're 3 platinum producers. And then I'm like, I should talk to these A&Rs. You know, get A&Rs on. So now I'm like, I got to start getting some guests. So now I'm booking guests.
Yes.
And before I know it, I'm doing like I'm like producing this whole thing. And I'm like, okay, I got it.
Right.
Right? So now it's been about 7 months.
Hell yeah.
You know, we got 14, 15 episodes done. We're about to air on the 3rd.
Yeah.
And, you know, when people find us, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Because we're offering more opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're offering opportunities to be on shows. But we're also going to be, like I said, meeting with different A&Rs and playing their music for A&Rs at labels.
Yeah.
And letting them give their 2 cents on what they like, what they don't like, who they like, what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right. And also, I didn't want to highlight the rapper or the singer. I wanted to highlight the people behind the business.
Absolutely.
That all you fans need to know.
Absolutely.
And there's other jobs out there. You could be an editor. You don't have to be a
Absolutely.
rapper.
Yeah. To be in music.
Like, there's nothing wrong with editing or engineering or mixing or mastering.
Absolutely.
There's so many different things.
Yeah.
Also, you could be a writer,
Yeah.
composer. You can be a director, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or if you're really lucky, a showrunner.
Yeah.
So just giving all, you know, an A&R.
Yeah.
There's
There's a
just
lot
so
of
many
yeah.
things, just so many different, you know, positions besides being a rapper or a singer.
Yeah.
So I wanted to really just, like I told you guys at the beginning, if you can see it, you can be it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to start bringing on those people.
Yep.
So we've had some great guests, and just been really fortunate that people have been showing up for me and coming out and supporting, and
I love that.
I'm really excited.
I'm
man.
excited
really
for
important.
you.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's really sweet.
I'm a theater kid. I started since I was 7, and I went to an acting conservatory here in Los Angeles, ran by the great Miss Wendy Raquel Robinson, and she gave little black and brown kids a place to dream. Right when we were kids, and we laugh because now we've kind of become the Black Mickey Mouse Club because Issa and all them all went there. But what you're doing is creating a different space for them to be able to know, okay, this is something I could do in an area that our community isn't talked about, isn't talked about. Getting into television, film, and doing music in that space is a whole different
It really is.
bag, but it's also just a whole different area.
journey.
And especially to create soundtracks that sound like us, right? Like the show Forever that just was out on
Mars
Netflix.
show. I did the game.
Like the music,
forgot about
so
that.
so but like hearing one of the things, it was like the show was great, and everybody was like the music,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's my guy
Because,
Kier.
like, just killed it. But I don't think we talk enough or give opportunity enough to us to get in those kind of spaces.
And the
And
thing
not
about-
shown by us, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And the thing about that, I mean, it is money.
Hello.
But also it's quick payment.
Mm-hmm.
I've had records on the radio
Hello.
and didn't get the back payment.
Hello.
Never.
Hello.
Like now.
Right,
Songs,
right.
songs
So that
been out
royalty check.
10 years.
Yeah, that we still
I'm talking
bopping to.
I'm talking the last half of the
original.
payment.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
original
Yeah.
payment.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the
principal
royalty.
fee.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do a track for 20 bands, you'll get the front end because they need you to go in the studio.
Right.
Here's
And
your
then
10.
afterward, they're like,
Hey, it's mixed mastered and on the radio. Can I get that back?
Run me.
Yeah, we're gonna. We can.
where can we find you?
For years.
You know who
though.
pays on time?
That's wild.
Studios.
You know what I mean? So it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's not as lucrative as far as the one-time hit,
Yeah.
but there's way more opportunities.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to give back to the culture. I want to give back to people who just don't have the opportunities and create these opportunities for them, and really be the person I wish I had when I was a producer
That's dope.
making beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
You want to be butter to somebody else.
Yeah.
Right,
That's what
right.
what it's about.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
what it's about.
that's
Yeah.
really what it's about. Just trying to give back.
I love,
We love that.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is dope.
So one thing we like to do before we wrap it up is to have you state your claim. So we're going to go through different sports, and you're going to tell us your favorite team or athlete in said sport.
MJ.
Across
I haven't
the
even
board.
gotten to the different sports yet.
Oh,
Across
MJ.
the board.
Right. He's like, whatever the sport is,
MJ, right.
Okay, well, basketball is obviously
Mike.
Michael Jordan.
and it
Okay.
ain't close.
Period, point, the blank.
It ain't close.
Okay, that's fair. Do you have a favorite NBA team?
The Lakers.
Absolutely
No,
not.
no. I'm really more of a Clipper fan.
Hello.
God, Lord, I'm done.
Gang,
I'm out.
gang.
It's over. Stop the show.
No.
Clipper Nation
But
in this.
I'm from
why.
Pennsylvania, so I always like the Sixers somewhat.
Okay.
Sure.
But being that Pittsburgh doesn't have a team, I kind of get to jump around.
Yeah.
So this year it'll be the Rockets.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we talked about
Not
Houston a
you
little
front
bit.
running in this motherfucker.
He sure
They
did.
ain't won a game
He
yet.
said, fuck
They
those
still got to
Clippers.
show up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He just got
Leave
KD.
my little team, huh?
Right,
Leave my little
exactly.
team behind. It's all right.
Listen,
You ain't
man.
welcome to down to the Intuit.
The
all right?
Clippers.
Make sure you check in with me
That's
first.
an amazing gym. by the way.
That the
But they
Intuit
should
is
have
fun.
moved to Vegas.
Uh-huh. No, we good. We're not going
Should've
nowhere.
moved to
We're not
Vegas.
going
Absolutely not.
LA
nowhere.
don't
Vegas
need
is
two
about to get an
teams.
We're not
extension.
going
And we
nowhere.
need one. We need
We're
a
not
team
going
in
nowhere.
Yeah,
Vegas. We
Vegas
need
is
a
about to
team.
get an
Y'all gonna get one?
extension. Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, and
Should've
I'm
been
about
the
to be a part of
Clippers.
that expansion, and he's
Yes.
gonna bring it.
They're gonna
Yeah,
always be
LeBron got it.
The
He's
problem.
invested
Oh, get him out of here. But I would love if the Clippers. Because let's be honest, you're always gonna be the second team here.
We don't care
They're like
about
the
them. We don't
redheaded
care.
stepchild.
Why is
And
it red? So if I had red hair, I'd be really offended by that.
It's a,
We
I'm our
don't.
stepchild.
I know, right? But the thing is, this is what a lot of Clipper fans always say. We know what we signed up for. We know exactly who our team is. We know that we're never going to be the ruling class here or any of that. We just like our little team. Like, we show up to the Intuit Dome and have us a time. You know what I mean? Like, we were
So
one of
cute.
the best crowds in the playoffs, period.
I agree.
Staples Center was boring as fuck.
it is really boring. I
Like,
can't
you go to our
stand.
games and we're going to have a blast. Hopefully they may win something one day.
I
You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
the hope. But at
Me-
the end of the day, we have a good time rooting for for the most part, especially over the last since
I
Steve
love
got there,
listen, I
it's
love
been a
it.
good
Well,
product.
the Warriors have really great fans, and we're awesome.
Not now, they're corporate now.
No, I mean, the Chase Center, although the arena sucks because the Oracle was absolutely
The Oracle was
fine.
great,
What
yeah.
was brilliant. But the fans, the fans still came through, and we show
They are
up, we
good
show
fans.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even at the Chase Center, we loud and stuff. But you know what I mean? But the Oracle is really where
Anyways,
it was
okay. So you're floating,
The
but you're going
Warriors.
with Houston.
This year, I'm
Okay,
going
you're
with
going
Warriors.
Houston this year. Okay.
Thought I had
Do you NFL?
Of course,
Okay.
I'm a Steeler.
You're a
There
Steeler
you go.
fan.
Okay.
How do you feel about your
Okay,
team?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
So we should have drafted Shador. Nah, real talk.
Oh.
Yeah.
We needed a quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get to the 4th round, pick the kid.
Right,
Like, what are
just
y'all
pick
Yeah,
it.
doing?
what are we doing?
I know.
Well, they
It's
said
so
they got,
political. Yeah.
But he's 64 years old.
correct.
So he'll play for half a year.
Yeah.
We're still right back where we were.
Yeah.
Well, they went and got Jalen. And,
Yeah, they had to prove it.
Oh no, they made some good moves
yeah,
last
the
couple
defense
days.
is doing some things at least.
Yeah, so but we got rid of Pickens.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't understand that with the other receiver we just signed. So it would have been good to get Shador, but I can understand even if you brought in Rodgers, it would have been good. Those are 2 seasoned receivers.
Yeah.
So they probably wanted somebody who was seasoned, and I get that. You don't want a rookie to be your only person,
Sure.
but
Yeah, you can
you
bring
don't let
in.
him go.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can still bring him in on the
Yeah.
right behind
Unless
it.
Aaron Rodgers was like, I don't want him with me.
That's interesting. I mean, it would have been he would have been a nice mentor. To,
I
yeah,
yeah,
he
I
could
think
have
so.
been.
yeah,
Yeah,
could have
he
been.
definitely
Yeah,
could.
But most for whatever reason, what I hear, quarterbacks aren't good.
They're not
at
interested in doing
bringing
that.
in the next,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
replacement.
Damn,
They're not
that's
ready to
unfortunate.
let it go, huh?
Okay, what about baseball?
Yeah.
Wow.
You just can't get with it, huh?
I mean, the hot dogs at the Dodger game were good.
Okay.
The hot
Okay,
dogs definitely do a thing.
Yeah, not so much.
Not your jam, huh?
Track, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully track, there's some track meets going on during baseball season.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
I mean, I like, who doesn't like Shohei Ohtani? I hope I said that right. If I didn't, my bad.
You worked hard at it.
Huh?
You were close.
You
know what I'm
know.
saying? Yeah.
I mean, but he's
Mookie Betts.
phenomenal.
He tried to bring black people to the stadium. No. Okay. All right. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. Good
The
job. Good effort.
Pirates in like the early 80s.
Yeah, they had a run. They had a little.
That's
Wait a
it.
second.
Barry Bonds.
That's all I
Fair
got.
enough. All right. Do you
Great.
watch women's basketball? Do you watch WNBA?
Of course, the Aces
Yeah.
got,
The Aces-
got
Oh,
so many
yeah.
championships.
And their
Come on
games are
now.
lit.
Yeah, their games
are
fun.
I go.
You?
Come on,
oh,
man.
good. Yeah.
That's probably what I'm doing in the summer when I'm not watching baseball.
That part.
Or the WNBA.
There you go. I mean, honestly, I'll take that. I rock with
That's
that.
a good
I rock
swap
with that
out.
10-10.
Yeah,
I mean,
baseball's so
they're
long
struggling this
anyway, my
season.
You
God.
see Asia's new shoes though?
Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she had a
Dumb.
purple
Yes.
one that just
I ain't
Just
see
released.
those.
Yeah.
Asia's
Her
new
peak
shoes
was
is
very
crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super crazy.
Size 12.5 in men's. Want
Thanks,
to support
Asia
your boy.
girl.
Right,
Exactly. Yeah, they're struggling this season, but they,
It's
They'll
gonna be
pick
all
it
right.
up. Yeah,
You
they
think
always
they'll be all
kind
right?
of. Yeah,
Be all
yeah,
right.
that'd be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna be. Come on, huh?
I mean, we
I
gonna
agree.
see.
Yeah, no.
Minnesota
I mean, they're
doing their
talking about
thing.
the Valkyrie. It was just, and Derryck was like, "Dare to dream." They listed like the most valuable WNBA players and teams, and Valkyrie was at the top. And I was
only because
like,
they've sold
so
out their entire
yeah,
season to
right.
come. And
But
they're
I
like
mean, there's
in
a lot to
fourth
do.
seed.
Yeah, right.
Like they're actually doing way better than
They
anybody would have
valued them,
thought
but I
a
was
first
like,
season would
I
do.
don't know about most
Damn.
valuable team though.
Or are they
You know what I
talking
mean?
just
It's kinda
money-wise?
crazy. Money-wise.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, 500 million.
So I would say,
In the Bay.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
it's
So
not
what
the
I'm saying
only
is thinking about cost of living, like all the things.
but
Yeah,
I would think it would be the. Where's Caitlin playing?
Oh, Indiana.
Oh, Indiana? But I'm thinking if you're thinking California versus Indiana,
yeah,
if
and
you're
teams
thinking
wise, yeah, like value. I mean,
But
granted,
wherever she
Caitlin-
goes, sells out.
and I mean,
but they've
yeah,
sold out their whole season,
Season.
whether she's playing or not.
Yeah,
Like
Oh, that's
literally,
dope.
Valkyrie.
yeah,
in the
like
Bay
they're
Area.
That's
those Bay Area fans are showing up and showing out for them.
The way
I
they
love that.
Yeah.
switch over that Chase Center too is amazing.
Yeah.
I
They're
love that.
floored
So
to
that's
this
what they're
fire.
saying.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
no, them fans are
Yeah, we're
in it.
serious.
Yeah. So
Some
we'll
of
see.
the new girls are so good.
They are. That's why
so
they're
good.
expanding.
Like, Paige is already
we just
killing.
agreed to three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to three
Already.
new
But she
teams.
already killing. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, Paige.
Well,
You
she just
know?
got the first rookie to play on the All Star.
Yes,
yeah,
a starter.
To start. Yeah, I was gonna say to
Yeah,
start as an All Star.
exactly.
She's a bucket.
She's gonna be all right.
I knew she was gonna. I mean, her game is just so.
She's
It
gonna be all right.
translates.
Period.
Yeah.
It translates.
Period.
You know,
Yeah.
three-level score.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the two other girls, the freshman they had on that team this year, though, is going to be the one. I
Yeah.
forget her name. I was watching her play in the championship, and I'm like, damn, the freshman is special.
Yeah, no, we got some kids coming up right behind her. I mean, Juju obviously got
Oh,
hurt,
come on,
but she'll
Juju
be
was a
great.
But she's
monster.
Yeah,
just
but
forget
she's
about
gonna
it.
come through. There's
And
this
then-
new girl, Jazzy, that's on USC too. She's a little. She
I
got.
haven't seen. All right, so I haven't
She
been.
got some. Yeah, she got some moves.
And then the point guard that was in Notre Dame.
Yes.
And
Yes.
both of them,
She's
both of them
gonna be
girls can
cold.
really hoop.
Yeah.
So, you know, WNBA is in a good place.
It is. It's
Finally,
exciting.
my God.
It's in a
I know,
really
it's
good place.
exciting.
Where it's
But they're still
going.
young, so them getting
Yeah,
here
where
right
it's
now is
going
good.
though. I mean, the athleticism's gotten better, but the skill set, like with the
Oh my God.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
girls are hooping.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a vote to try to bring the rim down just by like 2 inches so that they can start dunking more.
You start dunking on someone,
Yeah.
not the fast break
It
all
takes
by
it up,
yourself
yeah.
rim dunk. If I see you come down and
And,
pike
like,
on somebody,
Yeah, it's
I'm
posterized.
done.
Yeah,
I'm in there.
Yeah,
No, for
all
real.
game. Yeah,
Like,
I was like, I like it. I said,
That's
bring
the
it down.
only thing missing. is
Yeah,
the
it's the
athletic- just
dunking.
that part. If you
Yeah.
add that part,
I get why the girls are a little hesitant with it because, you know,
Well,
it's like,
well-
why do we have to do that?
well, here's the thing.
I mean, because they want to get paid. They need more. They need
I mean,
more seats in there. They need more
want
butts
to,
in the seats.
I want to buy the dream that somehow them dunking is going to get past, like, chauvinism.
Well, yeah,
is
they're
going
not going to
to
be out there
die
windmilling
down. You
and
know what
stuff.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but you know,
I
the
don't know.
occasional.
Yeah.
They'll just find
yeah,
another.
it's good.
Nah, I'm
They'll
telling
move
you.
the goalposts.
Nah, if you can,
Yeah, add
because like the reason that Caitlin Clark's game is so phenomenal. There's no difference in watching a dude play.
Yeah.
Like she shoots like
like
a
Steph.
great
yeah,
guy.
like Steph. Yeah,
so. There's no fall off.
yeah.
If there's a fall off, then there's gonna be less watch. But if there's no fall off in the game, I don't care who it is. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
You know, like the reason I like Asia, I like how she plays.
Period. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like she's a hooper.
Yes.
So not everybody plays like her though.
Sure.
You know
No.
what I mean?
No.
So if we can lower it a little bit, and all of a sudden people start dunking that we didn't
you're
even know
kinda
were athletic like that,
Exactly.
who ain't gonna watch that?
Yeah. Now you coming.
Listen,
The-
I
but-
put anything that's going to advance the game.
The only thing that's stopping them from doing it, I believe, is because then they would have to start it young.
Young.
Right.
Because the
start doing-
girls
yeah,
are
yeah,
shooting
in
at
college
10 foot
and all that. Yeah,
in
yeah.
junior high,
Yeah.
elementary
Yeah.
school. It's gonna mess with your shot for a little while.
Yeah.
Like if it's
Yeah.
3 inches lower,
Yeah.
it takes a second.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
right,
You
right,
shoot-
to
you shot
readjust.
thousands of shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
At the
this thing being
reprogram,
10 feet.
literally.
So
Yeah.
you get it to 9-7, but I do think
Yeah,
you're gonna-
add that in there.
be a
people
thing.
would start. I mean, because Candace Parker was a great athlete.
Oh, yeah.
So if she could have like
Just
beat her
easy-
girl,
yeah,
yeah,
ripped
yeah.
through and came down and piked
Yeah.
on somebody, oh,
Yeah, it's a wrap.
it would have
I'm
been on
going all
YouTube.
day.
It would have went viral that
Yeah.
day. Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Fair
Yeah.
enough. All right.
I would love to see it. I
Me
ain't
too.
gonna hold you. I
I
would
was
love
like,
to see
hell
it.
yeah, me too.
Think about it, Kathy.
Right. You keep expanding. Think about it.
We want to take the time to say thank you for being here. You are absolutely legendary and
Thank you.
have
Yes.
paved such a way and are going to continue to pave such a
Thank
way.
you so
and so we
much.
honor you for that. And we
Yes.
say thank you for doing
Appreciate
everything
you.
that
Thank
you
you
do.
so much.
Thank you
And
guys
y'all make
so
sure y'all
much.
check out
The man behind the music.
podcast,
Tank? Yes.
period, point
Bam, bam,
blank
bam,
with Big
bam.
Take. And of course, this is another episode of Sports Scene. That's Gloria. I'm Erica. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell everybody, pass it along, comment, do all the things that we can keep bringing people like this onto this.
Let's get it.
Thank you.